With a name like Bossi, one starts to think about the words that we use to describe women, the stories that we tell about women, and how those stories and how those words influence the way that we see women, the way that we treat women, the way that we speak about women. And as an artist, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on what is expected of women in our society and finding ways as a woman myself and as an artist to cultivate and find the bravery to follow what my own inner voice is telling me, even if that contradicts what society says is expected of me as a woman. And so I've been working on a new album and writing a bunch of new songs that tell women's stories. And I grew up in the Christian tradition and of course know and remember the story of Eve. How one woman is attributed to all of the pain, the suffering, and the sin that we now see in the world. And I got to thinking about how that story through the centuries may have colored how we view women. And so I was inspired to write a song about that. I wrote it with a friend of mine, a fellow artist named David Red. And this is a song called The Fall of Eve, and it's written from Eve's perspective. Here I am awake again in the shadow of a dream. The taste of all my innocence still lingering in my teeth. And I was born for loneliness, and I tried to understand if there was something more for me than just to hold his hand. Waves were made for crashing, and the moon was made to shine. Guess I was made for searching to find a reason why I should long to taste a fruit that was never meant for me. While the purpose for the first of us was the curse of humanity. I was born without a mother. I was left here in the world, told to nurture everything, told I was just a girl. And maybe it was all my fault, maybe it was wrong, but the fall of man seemed certain way before I came along. Made for sailing, and the moon was made to shine. Guess I was made for searching to find a reason why I should long to taste a fruit that was never meant for me. While the purpose for the first of us was the curse of humanity. Father, I was good to you, wasn't I? I did everything else you said to do, didn't I? Wasn't it with grace you said I should live my life? Well, maybe that's the space between you and I. Were made for crashing, and the birds were made to fly. Guess I were searching to find a reason why I should long to taste a fruit that was never meant for me. Why the purpose for the first of us was the curse of humanity. Why the purpose for the first of us was the curse of humanity. Why the purpose for the first of us had to fall on